So, good evening, YouTube. I hope everyone's having a wonderful New Year's Eve. Whatever it is you're doing, happy Monday either way. Um, but yeah, we have another game. The games are coming thick and fast over this festive period. And this time, we've got Man United. It don't get any easier, does it? Obviously, we lost yesterday to Chelsea. We didn't deserve to lose to Chelsea. I thought we put in a great performance, a great shift. And we got so unlucky in the end that it was just, you can't really get angry when your team put in a performance like that and you just don't win in the end. You can't be nothing but happy. I've always said this, that if you put a shift in and you all play well and we lose, well, so be it. You move on. It's football. You get over it. You go to the next one. But yeah, we've got Man United, and Man United are in good form. I know they lost to Watford the other day, but if you look at their last 10 games that they've played, they're actually playing really decent football as well. This is not going to be an easy game. And yes, we beat them last season. We beat them at the Emirates last season. But again, who's confident? Because I'm not feeling it right now, if I'm being honest. I might do tomorrow by the time I get to do my preview. That'll be dropped at 9 o'clock tomorrow, New Year's Eve. I might actually drop it a little bit earlier, actually, because I know a lot of you guys are going to be out. Obviously celebrating. Some of you guys might already be on New Year's Day by then. It might have gone past midnight. And some of you might still be daytime on New Year's Eve. So I might drop it a little bit earlier. I might do my streams a little bit earlier tomorrow. I'll keep you posted. Go and check out my social medias for that. They're in the description. Also, before I get into this game, I just want to say I've just recorded 5 videos that are going to be dropping over the next few hours. Well, maybe tonight and tomorrow. I'm going to be dropping one at 6 o'clock. That's going to be premiered for 6 o'clock. So keep your eyes peeled for that. So in 54 minutes, that one will be out. And that's my player and my goal of 2019 for Arsenal. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I've got also player and goal of the decade that'll be coming out. Then I've got team of the decade. And I have got 10 best moments for Arsenal in the last decade and the 10 worst. So thank you to everyone who gave me some ideas and all of them. I put them on the community. Always big up you guys. So thank you very much for that. Happy New Year to you, Nicholas. Hernandez says, Neftali Hernandez, I can't even say your name properly, I apologise, says, Merry Christmas to you. Thank you, you filthy animal. But listen, I'll come back to some comments and questions in a minute. I'm going to keep the stream down to about 15 minutes long, so I've got to edit these videos and get them scheduled in. So, yeah, like I said, we have got Man United. And Man United, like Chelsea and like Tottenham, for me, they're the biggest 3 games of the season. I can't stand Man United. I just don't like them one bit. That's probably because of the rivalry back in the day, where it was always us or them. But it's not an easy game. And when I look at our defence, obviously, Mustafi, for me, looked like he was concussed yesterday. I don't know why he stayed on the pitch. People are blaming him for that second goal. I'll give him a pass on that. Yes, he should have got tighter to Tammy Abraham, but at the same time, he was probably not altogether there. People say he's probably not altogether there anyway, but yeah, then we've got Socrates who's concussed. I don't think he'll make it. I think the protocol is 2 games. Well, he's only missed 1, so I don't think Socrates is going to make it. Callum Chambers, he limped off. I'm not sure what the update on him is. I haven't seen that yet. But yeah, I think this is going to be a difficult game. And when you've got Martial, who's the winger they brought? Daniel James, is it? Daniel James, Martial, Rashford. That's a scary prospect, especially when we're depleted in defence. We're obviously without Kolasinac, we're without Tierney, we're without Bellerin at the moment. He's not even getting in squads. We're without Callum Chambers. We're going to be without Socrates. Maitland-Niles is at right back. It's not going to be an easy game. And right now, I don't expect us to win that game. By tomorrow, when I do the stream and my preview, I might be a bit more confident. But right now, I don't see us winning it. I genuinely don't. And that means that we then start off the new year, if we don't win it, the same as we've ended the last year. And that is probably with a loss or a draw. Hopefully I'm wrong, and hopefully we can turn our fortunes around, because I do think we played really well yesterday. Yes, we only had a couple of shots on target, but it wasn't just about the shots on target. It was about the fact that the team had worked for each other. They were tracking back. As a unit, we looked decent. As a shape, without the ball, we looked solid. And you can't legislate for Bernd Leno doing what he did. And he's tweeted, listen, big up him, yeah? He could have fully hid and not gone on social media at all. Whether it's him or his agent's irrelevant that's tweeted that out, but he's tweeted out a picture of him and saying, look, we have to keep fighting. I'll get over it. We move on, onwards and upwards. So fair play to him. Big up VP. Thank you. No, it weren't VP. I thought that was VP. Apologies. Big up. I'll get there in a minute. I ain't even had a beer yet. Big up James Freshwater. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you, my friend. I hope you're good, buddy. I really do. And thank you to Mark as well. I saw Ozil run. We can beat Man U. I fancy it. Just coming on to Ozil, I thought that was his best game for a long, long time yesterday. He looked knackered by the time he got substituted. And I see people saying, oh, but why did we take Ozil off? Why did we sub him? He was our best player. We subbed him because he was absolutely shattered. And he probably did have to come off because I don't think he had much left in the tank. And the last 2 games that he's played, he's done that. So I'm not against that substitution yesterday. I think the one that should have been done a bit quicker was probably bringing on Pepe. But I wouldn't have took off Reece Nelson. I would have brought on Lacazette. But going forward into this Man United game, I'm like, okay, is Pepe actually going to get a game? Is Reece Nelson going to get a 3rd start in a row, which is probably the most starts in a row he's ever had? So I don't know. I don't know. We've got a conundrum in defence. Like I said, we've got so many players that are out injured or concussed. So we're going to have a makeshift defence again. We're probably going to have Saka at left. Well, we are going to have Saka at left back. We're going to have Maitland-Niles at right back. Defensive partnership, Louise will be there. Then who do we go with? Midfield, I thought Torreira was absolutely superb yesterday. Is Granit Xhaka going to be back or is he still ill? I'm not too sure. I don't know. Is Lacazette going to play? I don't think he was great with the ball yesterday, but off the ball, I thought he was fantastic as well. Aubameyang was absolutely top draw yesterday. Sly tackling on the edge of our box umpteen times, but he also chipped in with his goal. So I'm sort of looking at it thinking, okay, cool. Well, I think we can trouble them going forward. But defensively, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy at all. They've got players that can hurt us. Pogba's back now as well. Whether you think he's any good or not, listen, he could dominate a midfield when he feels like it. Thank you, Rabba. The evil ones are due a loss. Gunners will win. Listen, have you had the trophy parade yet, you Liverpool boys? Liverpool never walk alone's in the building as well. Evening to you. Have you lot unvowed the trophy yet and held it aloft? It's game over, man. But anyway, listen, let me get into some of these comments and questions. Do drive the likes up. Nearly 400 people watching this already. So I do appreciate that on New Year's Eve. I know a lot of you are going to be wanting to go out and celebrate. I feel another loss coming. Evening, Majib. DBS Dallas says, morning. Morning to you, buddy. Mustafi out, concussion protocol. Well, yesterday, Giannis, I don't know if you noticed, but when him and Rudiger clashed heads, Rudiger headbutted him, by mistake, by the way. They were both down on the floor for a very long time, hence why 7 minutes of stoppage time was added at the end. About a minute later, Mustafi went in for another header. He won the header, but then he was crouched down and he was holding his head again for about another 30 seconds. So I'm not sure. I haven't seen any updates, so I'm just assuming that he probably won't play the game because of concussion. But he might do, who knows? But I don't think he should have been on the pitch after that happened anyway, which then means we would have brought Mavropanos on. And you never know, he might have got closer to Tammy Abraham, who knows? But that's why I didn't blame Mustafi for that goal. It is what it is. I don't think he was altogether there. Listen, if somebody's headbutting you at full pelt on the run and jump, and you're on the floor for about 3 or 4 minutes, and then Rudiger gets his head bandaged up, Mustafi's still not there a minute later, I would have took him off. You know, with head injuries, that could come back and haunt him a week, 2, 3, 4 weeks down the road. You've got to be careful in head injuries. But Yeah, I'm not too sure, but the protocol is if it is concussion, it's a um, 2 games that you miss. So I don't know. If it is, then Socrates is out for another game because he's concussed. It seems like all of our players are getting concussed. Granit Xhaka's only just come back from concussion. And then Socrates is out with concussion. Guendouzi's suspended, I think. I may be wrong, but I'm sure he's suspended for this game. I think he got his 5th booking. We are legendary bottlers. We do not dare celebrate yet. Bro, if your miles gone, man, and you've got a game in hand as well, in you. Olivier Giroud is open to an Arsenal transfer if Aubameyang decides to leave. Lampard will allow the transfer. No, thank you. No, thank you. After you're standing there holding up the trophy in Baku on the team bus, giving it thank you, Arsenal. Nah, mate. No, thanks. I've seen his link with West Ham today. That's about his level. Still not enough chances created. We need overlapping wing backs. Also, Laka needs to stay in position, says Mo. Instant classic. What's popping? I'm good, bruv. I hope you are good. Chambers and Holding under Arteta will be good. Evening to you, Iffy. Well, I hope so, because listen, Rob Holding's 25 next year. In January, February. Seems like he's not really had a proper run of games because he's always injured. So I hope he gets a run. Arsenal will lose 3-1. Combined 11. I'll be doing that tomorrow, mate. I'll be doing my combined 11 tomorrow. I'll do that as the early stream, and I'll do my preview as the late stream. In fact, I might do it tonight. Yeah, do you know what? No, actually, no, I will. I'll do it tomorrow. The early stream will be the combined 11 for the Arsenal United game. Holding's only on 25 grand a week. Yes, he is. He isn't on a lot of money in reality. Really hope we buy 2 centre backs in the winter market. Evening to you, Sergio. Hope you're good, buddy. Why have you not been to a game since you're back in England? Or been on AFTV? I get asked that all the time, man. You know I get asked that all the time as well. I haven't been to a game because, firstly, my daughter sat just there. Hi. She's got her head buried into a Nintendo Switch right now. Santa Claus came. So yeah, I haven't been because obviously visiting friends, family, the little one sat over there. So that's why I've not been, mate. And that's obviously why I've not been on AFTV, because I'm not at the games. Did you hear about the Boateng links? No, I haven't. Giannis, I haven't, mate. Upamecano looking more and more likely to join Arsenal, says Bad Banner. Evening, mate. Hopefully, I think he's a quality player. He's exactly what we need. I hate to say this, but I see another 3-1 coming after playing well and going 2-0 down in the first half, says Pratik. I hope so. I hope not, sorry. I hope not. Hope we play well. Who do you honestly think we'll get in this window? Evening to you, Dean. Who do I think we'll get in this window? I think we'll probably end up with Adrian Rabiot, mate. Underwhelming me again. This game has got draw written all over it, says GNG man. I'm not so sure, man. I'm not so sure. We can't really defend, although we did all right yesterday defensively. They had a few chances, but I didn't think at any point they looked like they were going to score until Leno did what he did. But Man United's a different kettle of fish. They've got Martial, Rashford, Dan James. Them 3 players can score just like that. So it's not going to be an easy game. We need to get rid of Mustafi in January, says Ilias. Evening to you, buddy. Hope you're good. Yeah, I see Ian Wright was being toxic on Match of the Day last night, saying that we need to sell Mustafi. Come on, Ian. You're putting that out to millions of people, bruv, and he's going to see that. No need to be toxic. Back the team. That's what I get told. Stop being toxic. Back the team. Then right, he goes and says that live on TV. Well, mate. Lingard 0 goals and 0 assists. Twat. Yeah, he ain't got a goal or an assist in 2019. He's not a twat. He's a rat. No doubt he'll turn into a prime Messi at the Emirates on Wednesday. I'll take 2 of the following centre backs: Derimel Koulibaly, Lewis Dunk, or Nathan Ake. I'll take all 4 of them, mate. Just play with 4. Just play with a 6 at the back. Arteta wants Ramsey back on loan. I don't. Keep him there. Haley, good evening. Why don't Arsenal Academy produce a good defender? We only see good midfielders and strikers. What do you think? Says Saga. Evening to you, buddy. I don't know, man. I don't know. It does seem like it's always the attack-minded players that Arsenal produce, isn't it? So I'm not too sure, man. Maybe it's the philosophy at the club is to just go for these attack-minded ones. We've sort of been defence off for about a decade, haven't we, mate? But there we go. Dr. Viraj, I'm very good, mate. I hope you're good. I'll be surprised if United don't win, says Zed Chili. Viraj says Aubameyang is leaving. Who knows? Arsenal are signing Jesper Nyholm. Confirmed. Mo, I have no idea who that is, so can you fill me in, bruv? Thank you, Mark, for your donation. Appreciate that. Lee, use the music from Toxic when you get haters. Hey, do you know what? It makes me laugh, right? Because this channel, in the grand scheme of things, is still kind of small. Obviously, it's a lot of people that are subscribed to it, 32,500 nearly. But the chances of an Arsenal footballer seeing this are very slim. When you've got an ex-Arsenal footballer in Ian Wright going on to national TV, slating Mustafi or any other Arsenal player, that's going out to millions of people. And for me, I've always found that muggy. It's like fans are always going to have that opinion of a player, whether it's good or bad or indifferent. Being an ex-professional footballer, you'd think that an ex-professional footballer would have a little bit more respect for another professional footballer, having played the game and know what it takes to get to that level of being able to play professionally. So to sit on Match of the Day and sit there and say, oh, well, Arteta needs to get rid of Mustafi. He's not this, he's not that. Sorry, Righty. Muggy comments, mate. Very toxic. Back the team. We should sign Skriniar and Koulibaly. Mate, that would be a dream. That would be a dream. We need to stop compensating for Laka. He's dog shit. Aubameyang is playing on the wing for a striker who has no pace and can't finish, says Lloyd. Wow, that's a damning indictment on Lacazette. He has looked out of form recently. I can't even lie, mate. He's looked crap, isn't he? But he can finish. I actually think he's a better finisher than Aubameyang. But I think he's a better player than Aubameyang. But Aubameyang scores more goals because Aubameyang's movement is better. But I think Lacazette needs less chances to score a goal than Aubameyang. Although saying that, in recent weeks, that's the roles reversed. I think Lacazette's been missing sitters. It's normally Aubameyang that misses the sitter and takes 3 or 4 chances to score, whereas Lacazette will normally get a chance and bury it. The last couple of months, it's been the other way round. Thank you, AC1999, for your donation. Appreciate that, buddy. We should definitely go Nab Decore, absolute baller. I agree. 100%, mate. Him next to Torreira would be awesome. Thank you for that. Kevin Campbell is on AFTV. Yes, he is. Big up Kevin Campbell. I love Kevin Campbell, man. He's actually been on this channel. And in fact, you know what I'm going to do? As soon as I come off of this, I'm going to download the podcast that I did with Kevin Campbell from the channel, and I'm going to re-upload it. Maybe not today, but I'll re-upload it for tomorrow or something. But yeah, because that hasn't had anywhere near enough views on that video, by the way. It's on about 7,000 views. It's a club legend. So yeah, I'm going to re-upload that video maybe tonight or tomorrow. Laka is better than almost anyone in the league, says King Drazar. I wouldn't go that far, but he is a good player, mate. Omar says he's been shit. Yes. Listen, I'm going to wrap this up in 1 minute. 521 watching live. I'm going to rifle through a few more of these. Do drive the likes up. 34 of you. That would be nice. 33 of you now. Let's get it up to 100 likes ASAP. Apparently Arsenal were interested in Jerome Boateng. What do you think? Not for me. No. 3 years ago, 4 years ago, maybe, but not now. Happy New Year, Lee. Love you, bro. Thank you, Hugh. Love you too. I'm a poet. I never knew it. I didn't know it. See, look, I'm not even a poet. Sesk back, proper leader, says Ryan. Your calls meltdown with that one, boy. Trust me, that'll split people in half. But I would take Sesk. I think he's quality, mate. I wanted him back when he left Barcelona. Do you like Jack Grealish? No, I cannot stand that little rat. I don't know what it is about him. I just don't like him. I just don't get the hype around him. when we played Aston Villa, can't remember who it was, one of our players clattered into him. I was like, that got the biggest cheer. Can't stand him, mate. I think it's because he's got a funky barnet and he's got his socks down his ankles. Not for me. Don't get the hype. Arsenal are linked with a young Bosnian centre-back called Ibrahim Masic. I've never heard of him either, if I'm being honest. I'll do some research on that, Jay. Thank you for your donation, buddy. Happy New Year's Eve to everybody in the chat. And I'm going to do 3 more comments and get myself out of here. I will fully look that guy up. I've never heard of him, mate. Genuinely never heard of him. Think we could win, says Stealth Shadow. Well, we can win. Whether we do or not is a different issue. Can you convince Robbie to sell his yacht to fund the Upper Meccano deal? Says Christos. I'll have a word with him, see what he can do, mate. Let's do one more. One more. Sean is done with Arteta. Who will be the next manager of Arsenal? You're done already. Well, listen, I wanted Ancelotti. We all know I wanted Ancelotti, and he started off really well. Arteta hasn't really started off well if you look at the points tally. If you're looking at other stuff, then you can say he's doing all right. But it's a results business. So let's see where we are after Man United. But listen, I will be back at 9 o'clock, so keep your eyes peeled for that one. Keep your eyes peeled as well. In half an hour, 35 minutes from now, my first video of this little series. I've got 5 videos that are going to pop out between now and tomorrow night. This one is player and goal of 2019 for Arsenal. That's my choice, my pick. I want you guys to go and check that out. It's going to be premiering. Go and check it out. Leave your comments on it. Let me know your goal of 2019 for Arsenal, and let me know your player of 2019 as well. So go and check that out. That'll be premiering. It should already be up, actually. But yeah, I'll be back at 6 with that. That's not a live video. That's a pre-recorded one. And then I'll be back at 9 with a 9 o'clock live stream. Thank you to everyone in the chat. Happy New Year's Eve. Laters, peeps.